Dear students, today's topic is demand analysis. Demand analysis concerned with the study of the size of demand. Demand analysis means an attempt to study the factors influencing the demand and their influences on the demand of a particular commodity. So the process of demand analysis includes the study of law of demand, elasticity of demand, demand forecasting, etc. So the objective, why we analyze the demand of a commodity? Why the demand of a commodity is to be studied? First one, to analyze the factors of demand. The factors of demand, that is the determinants of demand. There are several factors which affect the demand for a commodity, like income of the consumer, price of the product, price of related products, taste and preferences of the product, etc. And other factors like the population, size of population, age composition, sex composition, etc. will affect the demand of a product. Then the factors which are affecting the demand of a product and the influence of factors or determinants of demand, etc. are to be studied. Then next, to study the elasticity of demand. To study the elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand means the degree of changes in the demand of a product according to the changes in price of that product. So elasticity in general terms, elasticity is the proportionate quantity demanded for a product by a consumer at various price levels or income levels or any other factors, determinants of demand. Then for demand forecasting. Demand forecasting is the basis for production and other procedures. Then demand forecasting is the foreseeing the demand for a commodity on the basis of the market analysis. So demand forecasting is also required for increasing the production of a particular commodity on the basis of forecasted demand and optimum utilization of resources. And we can ensure the optimum utilization of available resources for the production of a particular commodity. So these all are the objectives of demand analysis. The process of demand analysis includes study of law of demand, for demand forecasting, demand schedule, demand curve, etc. So demand, what is demand? What is demand? In ordinary language, demand means desire, but mere desire does not constitute towards demand. That is, if a miser may have the desire to have a lunch, luxurious lunch, but he may not ready to spend his amount for that purpose, this will not constitute demand. A beggar may have the desire to purchase a car. These desires will remain as desires. It will never constitute demand. It will never become demand. So in economics, demand means the desire for a commodity backed by the purchasing power and willingness to pay. So 3 points to be noted while considering the demand. First one is desire. There should be a desire to purchase a commodity. There should be a desire to utilize a commodity. Then purchasing power. The consumer should have enough capacity to purchase that commodity. Consumers should have enough capacity to purchase that commodity and willingness to pay. The person willingness to pay. The person should be ready to spend his amount for purchasing that commodity. So, demand in economics means desire backed by purchasing power and willingness to pay for a commodity. According to Professor Hibdon, demand means the various quantities of commodities purchased at a given price level for a given period of time. Next topic is demand function. Demand function. Function means the relationship between two variables. So, demand function is the study of quantity demanded and the relationship between the quantity demanded and the various determinants of demand. Then, determinants of demand. Determinants of demand. Determinants of demand means factors which constitute towards the demand for a commodity. That is, price of a product, income of the consumer, price of related goods, taste and preference of consumers. Taste and preferences of consumers. So, demand function is the function of price of the goods and income of the consumers, price of related goods and taste and preference of consumers. Next topic is determinants of types of demand. Types of demand. Then demand can be studied at an individual basis or market basis. Demand can be viewed as individual demand and market demand. If we study the demand at an individual basis, it is called individual demand, and if we study the altogether of individual demands for a commodity is the market demand. That is, market demand constitutes the total of individual demand for a particular commodity. Then demand may be joint demand, composite demand, direct demand, derived demand, company demand, and industry demand. The demand of a commodity jointly with other commodity is the joint demand. So, joint demand means the commodities which are jointly demand of commodities which are jointly purchased by the consumers. That is, the demand for tea, milk, sugar, etc. can be considered as the joint demand. Then composite demand means the demand for a commodity which can be used for various purposes. For example, electricity. Electricity can be used for lighting purpose, for heating purpose, for working a machinery, etc. So demand for electricity can be considered as an example for composite demand. Then direct demand means the demand for a commodity which is purchased directly for consumption. That is the demand for the consumer goods, that is the demand for the goods which are purchased for consumption is called direct demand. The demand for food can be considered as direct demand, that is the demand directly for purchasing a commodity. Then derived demand, the demand of which is derived from the demand for another commodity. That is the demand for tire is derived from the demand of motor vehicles, car, bikes, etc. Then demand for cement is derived from the demand of building, etc. This is derived demand. And company demand is the demand for a particular product produced by a particular company. And industry demand is the demand for the product of industry as a whole, is called industry demand. And demand can be also viewed from the point of view of its determinants. So there are another types of demand: price demand, income demand. Demand can be also viewed from the point of view of its determinants and their influences. First one, price demand. Here we are studying the demand of a commodity at various price levels. Then income demand. Income demand. Here the demand of a commodity is studied according to the income of the consumers. Generally, whenever the income increases, income of the consumer increases, the demand for a commodity will also be increases. But in some cases, there are two types of goods: given goods or inferior goods, superior goods or normal goods. Given goods or inferior goods are the goods which are demanded less at a higher income and more at a lower income. That is the goods the consumer demand more when his income decreases, and the goods which the consumer demand less when his income increases. Such goods are called given goods. And superior goods, that is normal goods. Income and demand, quantity demand of a commodity are generally positively related. That is, whenever income of the consumer increases, he is able to purchase more commodities and the demand for that commodity will be increased, and vice versa. That is, if income of the consumer decreases, the demand for the commodity will also be decreased. This is normal good and also called superior goods. Then cross demand. The demand of a commodity is studied according to the price of related goods. Related goods may be substitute goods or complementary goods. Substitute goods or complementary goods. Substitute goods means the goods can be used instead of the commodity. Then tea and coffee are considered as substitute goods. We can use tea instead of coffee. If the price of tea increases, we will demand for coffee. Then complementary goods, the demand of goods which is derived from the demand of another goods. These goods are called complementary goods. That is, as I already told you, demand for tires depends upon the demand for motor vehicles. Then cross demand studies the relationship of demand according to the demand of related goods. Then the demand of price of substitute goods and the demand Gross demand states that the demand of a good related with the price of substitute goods. If the price of substitute goods increases, the demand for the good will also be increased. There is a positive relationship between price of substitute goods and the demand for a commodity, and there is a negative relationship between price of complementary goods and demand for the commodity. If the price of complementary goods increases, the demand for the commodity will be decreased. These all are the types of demand.